What's good, guys? Today I'm going to show you a breakdown of a live trade that I took on the Discord server, making around $300 on this trade. And we did it live with our Discord community and we all made money together. So apologies, this was a trade that I took yesterday. I was trying to record it yesterday, but just lost track of time. I got very, very busy. But I'm going to break it down for you guys so that you can see what actually went through. And I'll be honest, market wasn't really going in the direction we wanted, and it was a very, very horrible market. Like, price action was horrible, but nevertheless we still secured around 1.5 r, which is pretty great. And yeah, it was pretty smooth trade once we got the right signal. So first thing first, let me just show you the bias. So yesterday we had a huge bullish candlestick the day before, and I said to the Discord server, I doubt we would see a bearish candlestick. Like, I doubt we would, after this candlestick, I doubt we would see it come down. Even though we have this huge imbalance, I doubt that price would fill that imbalance straight away. Especially knowing gold, like, gold doesn't like to fill an imbalance straight away. What it will do is it will continue going up, and then maybe like next week or this week, maybe the end of the week, you will see it slowly come down to clear out this imbalance. So I was pretty much bullish for the day. And the thing is, and it's so crazy because the Discord community, someone in the Discord community did let me know that we actually have a 4-hour fair value gap, which I didn't actually notice until I think 10 minutes into the stream, which was pretty cool. But we have this, it's actually even on the daily time frame, we have this fair value gap right here, which I didn't notice. But still, even with this fair value gap, I don't expect it to tap in and then come down. I expect it to do some sort of liquidity at that area and do something in that area, which it did do, but it wasn't in my session. So even on the 4 hours, you can see we did have some sort of rejection, and we did see price kind of come down, still with my bias. And I did tell the Discord server that maybe I might be a little bit too hooked on with my bias, but something in me was telling me we are still bullish. However, we did see a lot of good bearish signals, but it wasn't secured signals. And so for me, my bias was always bullish. I wasn't trying to change my bias just because of lower time frames. If the higher time frame is saying that we're bullish, I would like the lower time frames to be on the same wavelength as the higher time frame. So if we're going down on the lower time frame, or we're going up on a higher time frame, most likely we're in retracement. So all I'm looking for is buy levels. So we marked up a few lows. We had Asian session low right here. We had another Asian session low right here. We had a London session low right here. And so I pretty much had these level lined up, and I said, okay, cool. We're going to have to look at this and see how it works, and see what plays out within these levels. Now, straight away, I see that London session lows, which is here, right here, London session lows on the 50-minute time frame, it didn't get swept. So on the 1 hour time frame, we did have a low, which was here, which got swept. And so for me, looking at it, okay, this level didn't get swept. However, on a higher time frame, this level doesn't really, it doesn't exist. It's just a candlestick, right? So the low that London created was here, which got swept. So if I show you on the 50-minute time frame, you'll see that we ended up sweeping a low. And then not only that, we also had on the 5-minute time frame, which is again a lower time frame, which this is where I say that it wasn't really the best of signals, but it still followed our protocol. We had this liquidity sweep right here, and this is as soon as our session opened, okay? So I traded New York session. As soon as the macros were done and we had New York session starting, we ended up smashing down, sweeping this low. Instantly, we had a liquidity sweep. So what am I waiting for? I'm waiting for a break of structure. We end up having this break of structure right here, which I will show you. We had a body above here. So now what I'm waiting for is I'm waiting for price to come down. So we have this huge, first of all, we have this huge order block, okay? We have this huge order block, and I'm waiting for price to come down into this order block and give me an entry. Now, I would have entered at equilibrium, okay? I would have entered at equilibrium, but this candlestick here gave me a red flag. And I said to Discord server, it looks like we're ranging today. It looks like we're not actually going to see a move that we want to see. And I was very close and very tempted to not trade this move. However, I did say that I will lower my risk because this trade should have made me around $600 to $800. I ended up only making around $300. And so for me, it's because I de-risked because I knew that, okay, maybe it's a risky trade. And I said to myself, if I see a body break above equilibrium and above, well, we'll continue actually. I'll continue and show you. So we ended up, price ended up just smashing, not even following our equilibrium and almost hitting these lows. However, price didn't do that. And then scaling into even the 1 minute, which started to give me more of a clear vision of what's actually happening in the market. I saw that this liquidity has not been swept, right? None of this has been swept. This has actually been respected quite well. Not only that, we have just had price create another high and another low. Okay, we swept these lows and we have another high that we have to break. So I said to the server, I said, listen, is not the best trade that we're going to see. However, I am going to enter based on if the 5 minute, okay, the 5 minute body is above equilibrium, okay, and above these highs. And that's why we marked up these highs. Because at the end of the day, we had the liquidity sweep, we had the break of structure, and our daily bias is bullish. Okay, so we have that bullish signal. We're waiting for price to come down. Now, sometimes price can really go all the way down here and come at discounted price, but still go up. And on a higher time frame, if you have a look, which I didn't actually notice until we actually entered the trade, you can see on the higher time frame, we had price basically coming down here and then a huge bullish engulfing candlestick. Okay, so that's why we kind of wait for candlestick closure. I think it's very, very important as a trader. You have to always wait for candlestick closure, because I could have entered at equilibrium here and I would have been in drawdown and potentially I could have got swept out just based on spread. But we waited patiently and we ended up entering right after this candlestick closed. And yes, stop loss was pretty large, you know, a 38 pip stop loss, pretty large. But we were targeting these highs right here, which was London highs. I was targeting London highs. However, price ended up smashing TP1, which is great. It's 1.15R, not the best trade. It was great. And then I took partials out over here. And then when price ended up breaking more structure, once we broke structure, I ended up leaving this trade. But once we hit TP1, I ended up closing, I ended up putting my stop loss at breaking even anyways. So I did have a risk-free trade. However, I saw a break of structure. I wasn't really liking the way price was moving near the end of the day. And I said to myself, you know what, I'll just secure the profits that I have and we'll keep going for the next day. So usually I don't like to hold my trades longer than a day anyways. So around 6 p.m., I think around like here when it was starting to go up, I ended up closing my trade because we did break structure and it looked like we were going to the downside. Should have held it a little bit longer, would have probably had a little bit extra money there, but it's fine. We ended up clearing out with a good day and we ended up seeing some profits. But yeah, if you guys would like to be part of the live streams and see these trades live, make sure you click the link in the description below and join the Discord server. I am live every single day at 2:30 p.m. UK time, 9:30, well, 2 p.m. UK time, 9 a.m. Eastern time. So if you would like to see me live trade and give you these crazy good signals, make sure you click the link in the description below and join the Discord server. But other than that, guys, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace, guys.